Eyes are closed and sit in any posture you like, the position of the body. Eyes are gently closed and check how fast you are settled in a comfort. How fast? What is the indication? The moment I said your eyes are closed, body is in the most comfortable position and there is no mental struggle with the body, breath, mind, position. Pay attention. When there is a struggle, it begins in the mind with some emotions of likes and dislikes. Oh, and because what I like is not happening, what I dislike is happening. So that is known as the struggle in our life, at any level, in a society, in a struggle means we are not settled in knowledge. That is why it is, after all, knowledge has to be realized in stages. So continue to remain in that state of comfort. There we begin the journey by understanding. Our mind recognizes the world outside, the world of people, of relations, of profession, of business, of wealth. That is world. That seems to be separate from us. How do we know? We are an individual. I feel, I experience that separation. So now the two, I and the world. And then there is a supreme existence, which we name as a God or the supreme consciousness. And our life is a life of wanting. I want this thing to happen. I want to avoid. I want to accept. I want this. I do not want that. You see that I want keeps on hammering my mind every day since morning until we sleep. So what is the journey of the Eastern wisdom? We don't say I want any object, any person, any relationship for peace and happiness. At least we should remind ourselves. We cannot stop desiring the mind. What we can do, we can change the direction. Mind says, I want $1 million to be happy. No, I want the happiness. I want peace in spite of $1 million. I want happiness in spite of relations, situations, conditions. What it means? I'm independent of the world outside. I'm independent of the mind. So what it means? Emotional freedom. Sense of limitations are gone. Oh, sense of limitations are gone? Yes. Again, we will go to another step, being comfortable. And again, we will check the knowledge is realized or not. So being comfortable is such a simple way. What is that? You look at the neck joint, physical awareness. Keep looking means keep feeling. And that feeling leads you to an experience of sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Go deeper, you find the space. What I said, space is just awareness. In that space, no object of the world, no person, no idea and a thought of relations are present. It is just an infinite space. Why we are doing? We are understanding that being comfortable or the experience of the comfort cannot be realized by possessing, owning, using, misusing any object of the world. It is always there. What do you mean it is always? It is always there. Our mind, due to attachment and detachment, starts seeking an object to be at ease and comfort. Why it does it? Due to ignorance. What is that ignorance? We say that mind, not we. Mind says that this object contains the comfort. No, I don't say that. No, I say it with a desire. My desire to eat this food, to have a pleasure. The pleasure is not there. We don't see the pleasure in any kind of the food. The pleasure is present deep inside the mind. We experience it in the mind. So when we are clear, so what does that mean? Knowledge is being realized. No issue. Look at the shoulder joints. Be there, feel the sensation, comfort and steadiness. We have not done anything. We have understood. What is understanding? It is knowledge. What is knowledge? It is awareness. Your mind may remind you that I am the real self and real self is the consciousness. It is the same awareness. Oh, it is so easy. Yes, it is. To say it is easy is also abusing it. Life lives with that state all the time. Our mind causes the challenges. So let us be carefree. You see, when we are a seeker, seeker means the knowledge and the practice go together. When the practice merges with the knowledge, what happens? The knowledge remains alone. No, what you want to say? It solves the problem of our suffering, of our anxiety and reaction. How it solves? I have the knowledge that I am always comfortable. When? In all the relations and situations, there you need not to practice. The knowledge alone takes your mind to the emotional poise, calm. Is that kind of some sort of awakening? Yes. So we have to use common sense. After the practice, we have to use the common sense in living our life. So let us follow another step, being carefree. Carefree. So what the knowledge says, carefree means free from all the cares of the mind. Oh yes, cares of the mind, you are right. So how the mind cares? By thought. Because if I don't have a thought, I cannot recognize the feeling. So how I explain the practice? I say, the way we have 3 lanes of the highways, here we call it a freeway. The same way this mind has a 3 lanes. Are these lanes always present? Oh, not a good question. When you have a highway, it has a 3 lanes, it is always present in the mind, the mental highway. We forget the second and the third lane. Why we forget the second and third lane? Because we live in ignorance. No, what are the 3 lanes? The first lane, are you not aware of the unwanted, unwelcome thoughts that is entering into your mind? You are doing meditation and some from nowhere, some thought, feeling, sensation, ideas, they enter into your mind. You don't want them. You have never desired for it. That is the lane 1. But do you know that the moment you say, yes, I know unwanted thoughts are coming, that is the lane 2. So how do we define and understand in the Eastern wisdom? The lane 1 has all the unwanted, unwelcome thoughts. Lane 2 is an observer. It's a knower. When you say, no, I know, crazy thought enters into the mind. So that mind is the second lane. It is different and separate. So what we do in being carefree, we recognize. What do we recognize? Lane 2 is different from the lane 1. Lane 2 is the knower, is the observer who knows, recognizes that there are unwanted, unwelcome thoughts. And the lane 1, very recognition, the very awareness that there is an observer who recognizes that there are unwanted, unwelcome thoughts will separate you from all the craziness of the thoughts. And there emerges the lane 3. What is lane 3? Calmness. When I say carefree, you are already carefree. The moment you recognized a thought unwanted. So what is the lane 3? I do not become a thought. Thought says I am in stress, but you do not become a thought, so you are free. I am into anxiety. This is only a thought in the beginning. No, I have a feeling. Obviously, the feeling is translated into thought. Feeling ultimately expresses in the form of a thought. That is how you recognize that I am into anxiety or I am reacting. Oh, that is why you say lane 1, lane 2, lane 3. Lane 3 is a witness consciousness. There the meditation takes place. We will go deeper into being carefree today. Deeper being carefree. What it means? We will have a knowledge and understanding in that state. Why in that state? You are naturally focused, you are comfortable, you are carefree, and it is easy to assimilate the knowledge. Oh, that is right. Go ahead. So does your mind says low? Go ahead. So we are exploring why the mind repeats the desire again and again and expecting a different result. $1,000, I'm happy. How much that happiness remains? Maybe for an hour. My mind says now 5,000. Then the mind says, so I'm doing the same thing again and again and expecting happiness. Even when I have an experience that happiness by earning $1,000 remained for a few minutes, 10,000 for maybe for a few hours. So did I recognize that any object in the world does not contain peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom? Yes, I recognize, but I forget. Why I forget? Because mind wants to repeat the same thing again and again. That is why we have unwanted thoughts and unwanted and unwelcome thoughts in the mind. No. Give me an example. You have certain disliking for a person and he knocks the door. So your mind first invites that unwelcome thoughts in the mind before you open the door. So now your mind is in the mode of doing the same thing again and again. Can I recognize it? Yes, we can recognize it. Can I become aware of it? Yes. So that is the meaning the knowledge is realized. When the knowledge is realized, we don't need any practice. Why? The knowledge assimilates the practice in it, if I say so, to make us understand. Ask your mind, what is the desire to fulfill in the world to be in peace and happiness? Desire for a wonderful relations to be in peace and happiness, desire for wealth, desire for possession, desire for food. So one thing is desire. And who desires? The desirer is the mind, is the I thought. And what it desires? The object in the world. So there are three things. Check your mind is relaxed, it is comfortable, it is at ease. The human life is a life of desire. So the same mind, desire, an object, same mind makes an effort, and the same mind is the I thought, which I say I desire. Now the same mind also invites the fear. I desire $1,000 if I get it, if I not get it. So the mind invites the conflict. Oh, for example, my son is coming to my home whether I will be in peace or happiness. So what you did? Your mind said, oh, my peace and happiness depends on my son. The moment your mind experiences this, you are already in conflict, you are already in anxiety, you are already in reaction. Whether he comes to you or not, it is silent, it is hidden, it will manifest when the son comes to your house. Just an example. So the problem is not conflict or anxiety is not because of an object, person, relations. Then what is the source of the conflict? The mind projecting. It causes the duality, conflict. Oh my goodness. That is what is happening to me. So, in conflict and confusion, supported by unwanted, unwelcome thoughts, creates many doubt, creates many projection. It is a syndrome effect. Because we keep on repeating the same thing. How many times you have met the son, and how many times you were happy, and how many times you were unhappy. It is the lack of the knowledge. So we replace the unwanted, unwelcome thoughts by the thoughts in the mantra. That should have a clear understanding. That knowledge must be settled in our life. So we teachers always mentally, sometimes vocally, use the mantra to bring the mind back to a natural state. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Let everyone be happy. It's just a simple meaning. But we have to go for the implied meaning. What is the implied meaning? It goes deep into and find the essence of it. What is the essence? Let everyone be happy. So first thing, we reflect where the happiness is located. No, you taught us the happiness is our essential nature. It is the sweetness of a sugar. You are thinking, oh, it is this, and you cannot separate the sweetness from a sugar. Sugar means sweetness. What is the I means you mean your happiness. Which I? That is the real self. That is what we are searching. Oh, so I'm always in happiness even when there is anxiety reaction? Yes. Reaction anxiety belongs to the mind, not to you. I got it. Does your mind says I got it? So anytime, anywhere, in any relationship, when I experience anxiety reaction, what should I do? I remind myself that I am of the nature of happiness. What is going to happen? No, you have to check yourself. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. It means, now see the meaning. Direct meaning, implied meaning. Where is the direct meaning? I translate, let everyone be in peace. May there be peace for all. And what is the implied meaning? You repeat in your mind, think. The way you think that I have stress, I have anxiety, I have reaction, same way I'm asking you to think that I am the peace, peace is my essential nature. So there is no way that peace can be destroyed. No, but my experience is different. That experience is in the mind, because that mind lives in ignorance, wrong notion, incomplete knowledge. So in any situation, relationship, duality, and a conflict, we remind. What do you mean by duality, conflict? They are unwanted thoughts and unwelcome thoughts that we do not become aware, and then they continue their journey. We keep on doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result. Then we say the teacher is wrong, the knowledge is wrong. Why? Because the mind dictates you with that sense of lack of knowledge. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. May there be a wholeness in all. What is wholeness? Wholeness is completeness. Completeness is not, there is nothing lacking in me. So now find out, if there is nothing that is lacking in me, will I enter into anxiety, reaction, duality, conflict? The answer is big no. So I have to think. First, when I think, thought is a product of knowledge. I have repeated hundreds of times. How? So the knowledge contains in the thought. So that is what the mantra is. How? The sense of wholeness and completeness. Completeness means there is no limitations. There is no limitation, it's a holiness. Who is whole? I am. Why? Because I am peace and happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. Sarve Sham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. May there be auspiciousness for all. My friend, that very existence is constantly pouring the grace and the blessing on each and every human being and all the living species. We forget the contribution of the existence that manifests, for example, in the form of the air. Now, if there is no air, I cannot breathe. So when I wake up in the morning, if there is no air, I cannot wake up. That is auspiciousness. I wake up and sit up. Where is you sit up? Because of the space. So I do not become aware of the space which allows me to move the body, air that goes inside, the fire. What is that fire? Any form of a heat that helps to regulate the body, physiological functioning, enzymes, they are in the form of the fire and the heat. Water, we already know 70% of the body contains the water. We do not connect ourselves. Why we do not connect? Our mind is already doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result. We are blessed because we are alive. We are blessed because we are still breathing. We are blessed because we are having a right intellect. We can make an effort. We are blessed because we got the food today. You have a $1 billion, 1 billion I say, in a location where there is no store available. You are sitting at the center of 100 miles in a circle. Nothing is available. What $1 billion will do? So it is our grace and the blessing from the existence, my friend. So the mantra means that I should connect. When I connect, then I thought that invites unwanted, unwelcome thoughts, causes the anxiety, duality, conflict will drop and dissolve by itself. That is the importance of the mantra. Mantra removes the doubt and the error in our perception. Mantra removes the impurities of the mind. Oh, that is what you are saying, yes. We want the intellect should marry the crazy mind. What will happen? The mind has to follow the intellect. No, but what the intellect has to follow, peace and happiness are my essential nature. It doesn't give a scope and a place for the mind to invite unwanted, unwelcome thoughts. We have to keep doing the practice. See, the practice means karma, action. So we are adding yoga there. Yoga, or we are adding the Eastern wisdom. Action supported by the knowledge of the Eastern wisdom. Look inside the forehead in the space. There you drop Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. You are dropping into the space. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. I hear some outside noise. Let me close the door. Continue. Looking into the space inside the forehead. So you are looking at the space and you are dropping Om Shanti. Om is the real self, Shanti is the peace. Good enough. You are saying that, and then you start breathing through the nostrils into the chest. Gentle breathing. Gentle breathing, my friend. Keep on. Continue, my friends. Om Shanti continues. Body is in the state of the steadiness and stop this. Do nothing. You are learning from your experiences. So you have done a practice of breathing with Om Shanti, and now you are having a new experiences. What should I do? Recognize and accept without any excitement. You recognize and accept the changes and new experiences. We have to learn from our own experiences, otherwise there is no remedy. There is no solution, my friend. So we just recognize tingling sensation, freshness, calmness. Sometimes we have vision in the colors, no issue. That is okay. Sometimes we find a stiff resistance from the mind. The mind has a thought that I cannot do breathing for such a longer period. We just recognize and accept. We don't do anything. We don't create any resistance, reaction in the form of a thought and the feeling. Very important. And this takes time. Now, look again inside the forehead. Let us do two types of breathing. Understand purification of the mind in the state of the stillness of the body, doing Om Shanti, maintaining your level of awareness and attention, and during that duration is going to purify the mind, is going to change our behavior and attitude. So looking inside the forehead and saying Om Shanti. So when you say Om Shanti, you know the meaning, Om Shanti, I am the real self. Then you see the space, then you say Om Shanti. So that Om Shanti is going with an interval in the state of steadiness in the body. And now you start breathing from the belly. It's a longer breath. So every breath it goes in, you expand your belly, and every breath it comes out, you squeeze your belly. So you are maintaining your awareness and attention. Continue the journey of the second type of the breathing. Continue the journey. Steadiness in the body. Long breath into the belly. Om Shanti continues after an interval that you see it clearly. They are all your experiences. And that is where we find the change in experiences. And now stop this. Do nothing. Now we are aware, we are learning from our experiences, my friend. Tingling, numbness, freezing of the body. Sometimes body appears to be very big, sometimes becomes very little. Freshness, calmness. A lot of vision and colors, they also appear and disappear. Let them come and go. We accept it. We recognize it. We accept any resistance we have felt during the practice of the breathing. That also we know it. Now we add the knowledge part. We have a choice to learn from our experiences. When we learn from our experiences, we change our behavior and attitude. One example I gave you what this step does. Our mind says, I'm reacting to honey or anyone. So at a very superficial level, we say, I am different from that person. What I like, that guy does not do. Hence, that prompts me to react. Am I right? So that manifests in behavior, attitude, and a particular reaction. And that is what happens. In the beginning, we are a soulmate. And then after that, our response changes. So we find that sense of duality, a difference. But we do not see these conflicts are located at a deeper level than our thoughts. And that is the feeling level. The feeling level has or contains millions of likes and dislikes. So that triggers a reaction. No, but why I have such a feeling? We have those feelings that is vasana. What is vasana? Vasana is a memory bank. What is a memory bank? all our actions are deposited, accumulated in that reservoir. Oh, it is so deep. Can I know it? They are invisible. We cannot know it. We know the impact. We know the effect of it. I'm angry over you. It is an impact coming from that memory bank. I love you. It is coming from that memory bank. I am detached with you. I live in dispassion and I move with love and care towards you. Memory bank. So these steps, the mantra, they open a new fixed deposit. And they break the old fixed deposit of the sins, of the invisible impressions of our reactions. What is beyond that memory bank? The past life impressions. What is behind the prarabdha? It is the real self. Where is real self? Real self is of the nature of peace and happiness, love, truth and wisdom. Now we will see and check consciously a rise in awareness. A rise in awareness is like a fire that burns all the impressions I just discussed. So you are aware of the head and the neck, physical awareness. We experience the sensation, relaxation and stillness. You can say it's a new level of awareness, or you can say, I experience the sensation, relaxation, stillness outside on the head and the neck. Now look inside the head and the neck means rise in awareness. What I see, the space and the sensation. So any sensation at this moment inside the head and the neck is the state of calmness. And what about the space? It is recognized that you have a sense of quietness. You are experiencing the quietness means what? Do you have a wrong perception that quietness means that there should be no thought? No. Quietness in your house does not mean the entire world is silent. You have windows, you are looking outside through the window in the world and people are fighting, but there is no sound, there is no noise coming to your room. Means that very fight, that particular event is too far from you. Did you understand? Quietness means now the unwanted, unwelcome thoughts appears too far to create any form of anxiety, reaction, duality, and a conflict. We need that understanding. Someone was asking me that I want to get rid of all the thoughts from my mind. There should be a complete silence. So I asked him that who is saying this? Mind. Why you said this? You have disturbed the silence. And the second answer I gave to him, which was very rough and tough, I said, if you have no thought in the mind, you are not more than a dead person. We will die. No, body will die. Awareness of the entire body. Awareness of the entire body. You see the physical awareness. We rise in awareness. You experience sensation, relaxation and stillness. You look inside the body, deep inside the cave of your heart. You experience sensation as calmness and space as a quietness. Did I make you understand what is that quietness? Now any thought is coming and going. You are not only carefree, you are free from those thoughts, good, bad, high, low. The way you are sitting inside your home, there is a storm outside, nothing happens to you. You are carefree. Not only you are carefree, you are living into that state of the peace and joy and the happiness that we have been asking for. Oh, that we have been asking for. Yes. So now we will use Om Shanti to remind ourselves, to recall our nature. Anytime any thought comes, it overlaps your mind, you simply drop Om Shanti on that thought. You superimpose gently. Those impressions will come. Impressions of reaction, of anxiety, or duality, because they are buried deep inside. We are releasing them. But whenever they come, Om Shanti. You forget something and you remember Om Shanti. And when you are in the state of that peace and the happiness, you need not to say Om Shanti. It is not required. You see, recognize when the practice is required, when the practice is not required. That is quite a tough task. No. You drive your car until you park your car in the garage. If that is so easy, you know you have reached your home. After reaching the home and parking the car in the garage, do you still say, I'm confused? No way, my friend. Om Shanti only is used when you find you have lost the track. Why? Unwanted thought is dictating over you. Otherwise, we need not to do anything. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We should be doing this practice every day once, because I have assimilated the knowledge, understanding, followed by the practice and learning from the experiences. Bring your mind on the right hand. We are not in a hurry. Your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, and open the eyes inside the palms and stay there for a while. So when you are staying there, ask yourself, what is happening? What happened? Is the practice brought you into that state, or that state is already present deeper inside? That was revealed because the mind was purified. And bring the hands down.